They say that real estate is the best asset class for building generational wealth, but there's a truth no one has told us. This episode is about the lesson that completely changed our lives that we wish we learned earlier.
We used to feel a pang of envy when we saw people flaunting their home value on Zillow, thinking, wow, when will we have a chance to do that?
Fortunately, we snapped out of that chance quickly. Instead, we chose to delay gratification. We're going to show you guys the smartest way we ever seen to create that generational wealth. It's the best way to build wealth without putting in additional effort, time, or energy.
This is the best risk-adjusted investment. It generates cash flow from day one, and it's how people like Sam Sell made their billions. And no, it's not about buying single-family rentals one at a time. It's how wealthy people grow their wealth, and it's a strategy that you and we can do too.
Believe us, they aren't just buying their primary homes and counting on those equities to happen, doing Airbnb or investing in small commercial buildings. No, they are not.
For you, it starts with two words: apartment, syndication.
In the last 6 years, we have bought 9 large multifamily apartment complexes, 76 units and above, and sold 3 of them for a total of $45.2 million. We did this through apartment syndication.
Your first $5,000 monthly income or your next $500,000 can come from investing in apartment syndications as a passive investor. This means you're a limited partner who contributes capital to purchasing and managing of an apartment building and receiving the share of the profits and cash flow.
By leveraging other people's time, team, talent, and most of the money, usually our multifamily price tag is $40 to $80 million. Okay, we know this may be a sticker shock moment for you guys, but you too can invest your money and become part of a significant deal. This way, you can have a piece of the pie without coming up with all the money, taking all the risks, or spending all your time and effort and energy on it.
By pooling your resources and investing your money, you can make it work for you.
What if we told you right now, not only you can do this, yes, but syndicators, general partners need you to do it. There are many apartments on sale, but not enough money to buy them. It isn't our opinions, it's just the reality.
By the end of this episode, you'll know how to completely replace your 9-to-5 income by building a passive income streams. You'll learn how to find apartment syndicators like us who do all the hard work so that you can reap the rewards while living the life you love. You'll discover the different ways that we increase our cash flow by making you a lot of money, and you'll see why there's no better time to start than now.
Why? Loan maturity issues, rising interest rates, and expanding cap rates, which for buyers mean a steep discount.
Salvatore Buscemi, CEO of Don Drew Partners, told CNBC that centimillionaires seek to preserve their legacy and wealth by investing in very strong, stable pieces of real estate, particularly Class A properties built within the last 15 years.
Also, 90% of all millionaires become so through owning real estate. Andrew Carnegie.
Investing in multifamily apartment syndication won't make you a millionaire overnight, and maybe never, but it's seriously gonna fatten your wallet. Let's unravel the money-making magic.
Apartment syndication is like a tag team wrestling match. You got the general partners, the active wrestlers, and the limited partners, the audience with the ringside seat. Limited partners, passive investor, that's you. Put money into the deal, just like buying a stock in Apple or Microsoft, but with a property twist.
Here's the game plan. The lender, the person we're borrowing most of the money from, covers 65 to 80% of the property purchase price, while the passive investors, they fill in the gap. So let's say if you're buying a $100 million property, the lender's going to shell out anywhere between $65 to $80 million. The rest, the passive investors are going to chip in anywhere between $20 to $35 million.
What's in it for you? The passive investor multifamily apartments are a cash cow, typically yielding 5 to 8% projected return per year. Over a 5-year period, that's a sweet 25 to 40% return. Plus, when we sell the property, it's payday. If you put in $100,000, for example, you could pocket $40,000 from cash flow and another $60,000 from the sale. That's doubling your money in 5 years. Guys, always consult your professional before making any investment decision because these are just example, not guaranteed returns.
And wait, there's more. Multifamily investing comes with juicy tax perks. Think bonus depreciation that can turn your taxable income into a ghost. Your return stayed high, but your tax bill stays low.
In a nutshell, apartment syndication is like joining investment super team. You pool resources, enjoy steady cash flow, and reap tax benefits, all without hassles of dealing with tenants and toilets. It's a win-win.
The next stage now that you're smitten with multifamily investing is to find a reputable general partnership GP team to invest with in this game. The jockey is more important than the horse. So how do you find your champion jockey? Start by networking at real estate conferences, webinar, local meetups. Think of it as speed dating for investors. Dive into online communities where you can rub elbows virtually with seasoned pros. Don't shy away from asking fellow investors for referrals. Personal recommendations are pure gold.
Once you got some potential GPs in your sight, it's time for the vetting process. Check their track record, how many deals have they successfully closed, and what's their typical returns.
A solid history is a good indicator that they know what they're doing. Ask for references from previous investors and listen to the war stories. Guys, if the GP teams has no war stories, in our books, that's a major red flag, because if you've been in this business long enough, you've experienced a full gamut of highs and lows, and the key here is how they got out of those situations.
Transparency is the key. Trustworthy GP will openly share their business practice, fees, and performance metrics. If they're being secretive, it's time to gallop away. Also, take a peek at their team dynamic. A strong, cohesive crew often means smoother operations and better outcomes.
Now here's your secret sauce, the charcuterie board test. If the GP isn't someone you'd happily share your charcuterie board with, then they are not the right fit. It's all about the know, like, and trust factor.
Some newer limited partners, passive investors mistakenly wonder, why would anyone take my money? Or how can I find reputable GPs? This is much easier than you think.
Remember, this is a symbiotic relationship. Both sides need each other. There's no zero-sum game here. Each side benefit from the partnership. Now let's talk about risks, because even the best jockeys can't control everything. Research the market, where the property is located, the economic downturns, job market shifts, local government policies can all impact your investments.
Consider the property's condition and location. Older buildings might be money pits, and less desirable areas might have higher vacancy rates. Operator risks tie back to your GP. Your investment performance is directly linked to their experience and integrity.
Finally, scrutinize the deal's financial structure and business plan. Understand the long-term capital stack and projected returns. Ensure that the numbers adds up and that there's a buffer for unexpected expenses.
Now let's close out this episode and talk about different ways we increase cash flow, making our passive investor and ourselves a lot of money.
These are some business plan ideas that you might want to consider when evaluating potential execution certainty of a property.
First, let's get to the math behind multifamily apartment syndication.
It's a quick lesson, and for those of you who are already familiar, it's a great practice anyway. The key formula here is value equals net operating income, NOI, divided by capitalization rate, cap rate. Don't stress about this. If you're new to it, you're going to pick it up in no time. Just know that unlike single-family homes, the value of multifamily assets is determined by the income the property generates. For example, if your net operating income or NOI is $2 million and the cap rate is 6%, the property's value is $33.33 million. Multifamily apartments aren't an easy business to run, but they're simple: increase income and reduce expenses.
So how do we boost our NOI? Well, primary driver is rental income, but there are other ways to generate revenue. Think reserve parking, covered parking, in-unit washer and dryer hookups, Amazon lockers, office space rentals, and tech packages. Even negotiating property tax reductions can be a game changer. Let's explore with an example from one of our properties.
This apartment pays around $1.5 million annually in property taxes. That's a hefty sum. Now imagine if we can reduce this bill. Currently negotiating with the municipality to designate some of the units as affordable housing. This move can eliminate our property tax for 99 years, if successfully saving us $1.5 million annually. At a 6% cap rate, this boosts the property's value by $25 million overnight. Lowering expenses can be just as powerful as raising rents.
Speaking of cap rates, if they drop from 6% to 5%, that same $1.5 million saving now bumps the property value by $30 million.
No changes in management, no amenities, just smart financial maneuvering. This is an example that shows why it's crucial to partner with experienced general partners who can execute advanced business plans.
Guys, not all general partners team are created equal, and vetting the right team is paramount.
Remember, apartment syndication offers cash flow, appreciation, and significant tax savings, making you an unmatched asset class for building legacy wealth, all without you working on it. Invest smart and watch your portfolio flourish.
Now, if you love the idea of investing in a business without working, go watch this video and learn how to print endless money and get rich forever.